On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Plot.
A secret plan or scheme to achieve a specific goal, the plan or main story of a literary work. Verb, to plan secretly, usually something illegal.
Examples:
Plot line. Plot a surprise attack. The plot of the novel centers around a group of friends who uncover a conspiracy to control the world's water supply.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Anomaly.
Something or someone that deviates from what is expected or normal, often in a way that is difficult to explain or understand.
Examples:
Anomaly detection. Global temperature anomaly. The sudden drop in the stock market was an anomaly that puzzled many investors.
Accumulate.
To collect or acquire a large number of things over a long period of time.
Examples:
Accumulate cash value. Accumulate evidence. He has accumulated his wealth through real estate investments.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Proximate.
Very near or close, either in space or time, immediately preceding or following something.
Examples:
Proximate region. Proximate location. The proximate cause of the accident was the driver texting on their phone.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Distinguished.
Used of persons or their work, standing above others in quality, attainment, or reputation.
Examples:
A distinguished ancestry. Distinguished war services. The new CEO has a distinguished career.
Lexicon.
All the words and phrases of a particular language or branch of knowledge, such as nautical or medical.
Examples:
Greek-English lexicon. Lexicon of business phrases. This bilingual lexicon was essential for his language improvement.
Token.
Something that serves as a symbol, sign, or expression of something else, a physical object representing a particular idea or concept.
Examples:
Digital token. Token payment. As a token of appreciation, the teacher gave each student a small gift at the end of the school year.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Unleash.
To suddenly release a strong force, emotion, etc. that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Unleash a hound. Unleash her anger. The general was still reluctant to unleash his troops in pursuit of an enemy.
Superstring.
A hypothetical one-dimensional string-like fundamental particle or entity posited by certain theoretical models in physics, such as string theory, theorized to be the building blocks of the universe at the smallest scales.
Examples:
Superstring cosmology. Quantum superstring. Scientists are studying the intricate properties of superstring theory in theoretical physics.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Hood.
A covering for the head and neck, especially one attached to a garment.
Examples:
Hood ornament. A silk hood. He pulled his waterproof hood up to protect himself from the rain.
Invisible.
Impossible or nearly impossible to see.
Examples:
An invisible asset. Invisible stars. The phenomenon is invisible at optical wavelengths.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Mechanism.
A part of a machine, or a set of parts that performs a task, a natural or established process that occurs during a specific situation or reaction.
Examples:
The mechanism for DNA replication. Defense mechanism. He discovered unique mechanisms for photochemical reactions.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Branch.
A division of a tree or woody shrub that grows out from the trunk or a main stem, a division of some larger or more complex organization.
Examples:
Branch office. A branch pipe. The branch of the tree had fallen and blocked the road.
Intercontinental.
Relating to or occurring between continents, usually referring to travel, communication, or transport.
Examples:
Intercontinental phone call. Intercontinental ballistic missile. The airline offers intercontinental flights to destinations around the world.
Ballistic.
Relating to or resembling the motion or behavior of a projectile in flight, intensely angry or out of control.
Examples:
Ballistic missile. Ballistic vest. The boss went ballistic when he found out we missed the deadline.
Missile.
A weapon, such as a rocket or guided projectile, that is self-propelled and directed by remote control or by an internal guidance mechanism.
Examples:
Missile defense. Cruise missile attack. The military launched a ballistic missile at the enemy's stronghold.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Corollary.
In mathematics, a theorem of less importance which can be readily deduced from the proof of another notable proposition, a practical consequence that follows naturally.
Examples:
A corollary from the first theory. Corollary relief. Newton derived the momentum conservation law as a corollary of his second and third laws.
Substrate.
A substance or layer from which an organism grows and lives, and by which an organism is supported. A substance on which an enzyme or ferment act.
Examples:
A silicon substrate. Substrate cell. Computational simulations help determine which substrate molecule is susceptible to change by specific enzymes.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Verge.
The point at which something is about to happen or where something begins, the edge or margin of something, particularly a physical boundary or border.
Examples:
Verge of bankruptcy. On the verge of tears. He stood on the verge of a major discovery.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Superintelligence.
A hypothetical agent, for example, a computer or space alien, that possesses intelligence far surpassing that of humankind.
Examples:
Digital superintelligence. Artificial superintelligence. He is looking for evidence of the existence of superintelligence from cosmic signals.
Artificial.
Not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
Artificial flowers. Artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Command.
Authority, control, or mastery over something, often referring to military or leadership contexts, a directive, order, or instruction, expertise or competence in a specific area. Verb, to give an authoritative order or instruction, or to be in charge or control of something.
Examples:
Command and control. Command a battery. The general gave a command to his troops to prepare for battle.
Painstaking.
Cautious and correct, and requiring a significant amount of effort.
Examples:
painstaking research. A painstaking student. The training of a hawk was a painstaking process.
Handicraft.
A skill or trade that involves making things by hand, often using traditional methods and materials, which include activities such as woodworking, sewing, pottery, and weaving.
Examples:
handicraft workshop. Traditional handicrafts. She spent her free time making handicrafts like pottery and crocheting to sell at the local market.
Brittle.
Easily broken, cracked, or shattered when subjected to pressure or stress, lacking flexibility or resilience, fragile.
Examples:
brittle bones. Brittle material. The old books in the library were so brittle that they crumbled upon touch.
Paradigm.
A standard or typical example of something, a pattern or model.
Examples:
major paradigm shift. Cultural paradigm. He postulated a completely different paradigm to explain all these phenomena.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
sales representation. Binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
the RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Infant.
A baby or very young child.
Examples:
infant daughter. Infant food. Mozart was an infant prodigy.
Domain.
A specific sphere of influence or control, a specific field of knowledge or expertise.
Examples:
domain of use. A dependent domain. The company's domain in the market was expanding to new territories.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples.
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Console.
To provide emotional support or encouragement to someone. Noun, a type of table that is meant to be displayed against a wall. A control panel or unit that houses the controls for a particular piece of equipment.
Examples.
Console her for the loss of her son. Console the spirits of the victims. She consoled her crying friend with words of encouragement.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples.
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples.
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples.
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples.
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples.
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Median.
The value separating the higher half from the lower half of a set of values arranged in order of size.
Examples.
Median age at diagnosis. A median strip. Median annual income fell last year in this country.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples.
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Hertz.
The unit of frequency, equal to 1 cycle per second, often used to describe the frequency of electromagnetic waves or electronic signals.
Examples:
Audio hertz. Terahertz radiation. The human ear can detect sounds with frequencies ranging from 20 to 20,000 hertz.
Transistor.
A semiconductor device that can be used to amplify or switch electronic signals and power, which is an essential component in modern electronics.
Examples:
Transistor radio. Transistor circuit. The invention of the transistor revolutionized the field of electronics.
Propagate.
To spread or promote something widely, particularly beliefs, ideas, or plants and animals through reproduction.
Examples:
Propagate a rumor. Propagate plants. The company is working hard to propagate their brand message to as many people as possible.
Axon.
A long and slender projection of a nerve cell, or neuron, that sends out signals away from the nerve cell.
Examples:
An axon of a nerve cell. The axon terminals. We are developing a technology to promote the elongation and regeneration of sensory nerve axons.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Warehouse.
A large building for storing goods and merchandise, especially before they are sold, used, or sent out to shops.
Examples:
A rental warehouse. Warehouse debt. The fire ruined all the food stored in the warehouse.
Dormant.
In a state of temporary inactivity, rest, or sleep, not growing or progressing, but capable of doing so under the right circumstances.
Examples:
Dormant volcano. Dormant account. The disease can remain dormant for years before it presents any symptoms.
Atom.
The smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element, composed of a nucleus and one or more electrons bound to the nucleus.
Examples:
Oxygen atom. Neutral hydrogen atoms. The outermost electron shell of an atom determines its chemical characteristics.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Awaken.
To stop sleeping or to cause someone to stop sleeping.
Examples:
Awaken at daybreak. Awaken a child. The friend's death awakens them.
Dumb.
Lacking the power of speech, unable to speak, stupid, or lacking intelligence.
Examples:
Dumb creatures. Struck dumb. He made a dumb mistake and forgot to submit the report on time.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Idiot.
A foolish or stupid person who lacks common sense or judgment, a derogatory term used to describe someone who is mentally deficient.
Examples:
Idiot driver. What an idiot. He acted like an idiot and spilled his drink all over the floor.
Guru.
A spiritual teacher or leader, notably in Hindu and Sikh traditions, a person who has knowledge and expertise in a particular area.
Examples:
Guru meditation. Spiritual guru. He was considered a guru in economics and consulted by many leaders.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Clutter.
To fill a room or place with so many items that it becomes messy.
Examples:
In a clutter. Clear desk clutter. He accused the tenants of leaving clutter and breaking the security camera.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Chimpanzee.
A small, very intelligent ape found in West and Central Africa with black or brown fur.
Examples:
Chimpanzee behavior. Chimpanzee society. Many zoos have chimpanzee exhibits, allowing visitors to observe these intelligent primates up close.
Swoosh.
To move through the air with a rushing or hissing sound, to make such a sound. Noun, a sound that something makes when it moves quickly through the air.
Examples:
Swoosh sound. Swoosh through the tall trees. The basketball swooshed into the net, signaling the end of the game.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Pal.
A close friend.
Examples:
baseball pal, longtime pal. She is a pen pal of mine.
Invention:
the creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
the invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Digital:
processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
a digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Timescale:
a period or interval of time, particularly one used as a standard for measuring or comparing other periods of time, a reference point or benchmark for the duration or length of a particular event or process.
Examples:
long timescale. Realistic timescale. The timescale for completing the construction project is 3 years.
Telescope:
a device like a tube in shape containing lenses used to magnify and observe distant objects.
Examples:
a binocular telescope. Look through a telescope. This facility has the largest astronomical telescope in the country.
Develop:
to grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Colonize:
to establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Replicate:
to make an exact copy of something, to repeat a process or experiment to confirm the results.
Examples:
replicate the cell. Replicate data. The experiment was replicated several times to ensure accuracy.
Bot:
a computer program or software application that is capable of performing automated tasks, often on the Internet, a type of electronic device that provides autonomous service or assistance to users.
Examples:
spam bot. Bot detection. The translation bot helped me translate a website from another country.
Upload:
to transfer digital data or files from a local computer or device to a remote server or network, The act of transferring such data or files.
Examples:
Upload files. Upload documents to the portal. I need to upload these pictures to my computer to edit them.
Nevertheless.
In spite of that, yet.
Examples:
Keep working nevertheless. Nevertheless, she persevered. She was tired and hungry, but nevertheless, she persevered.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
Do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
The worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Preference.
A stronger liking or interest for something or someone than another thing or person.
Examples:
His meal preferences. A particular preference for Chinese art. Her preference is comfortable clothing over fashionable ones.
Tricky.
Requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples:
Tricky problem. A tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Headway.
Forward movement or progress made despite obstacles or resistance, clearance or space in which to move forward.
Examples:
Lack of headway. Gain headway. We are making headway in our research and hope to have some significant findings soon.
Anthropomorphize.
To attribute human characteristics, emotions, and abilities to non-human entities.
Examples:
Anthropomorphize animals. Anthropomorphize God. The children anthropomorphized their stuffed animals and gave them personalities.
Ironic.
A situation or event that is opposite of what is expected, the use of words to mean the opposite of their literal or original meaning.
Examples:
Ironic twist. Ironic consequence. It's ironic that the rain started just as they finished building the new picnic shelter.
Conceive.
To have or develop an idea, a plan, etc. in mind, to become pregnant.
Examples:
conceive of an idea, conceive a child. I can't conceive he'd want to harm us.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Vivid.
Producing very clear, powerful, and detailed images in the mind.
Examples:
Vivid colors. Still vivid in my memory. She made a vivid impression.
Optimize.
To make the best or most effective use of something.
Examples:
Optimize a process. Optimize control for cooling. The essence of economics is to optimize the allocation of limited resources.
Steer.
To control the direction or movement of a vehicle, to direct a course of action, to guide or motivate someone.
Examples:
Steer a steady course. Steer a conversation. The captain told him to steer the ship north.
Configuration.
The arrangement or pattern of something or a group of related things.
Examples:
Configuration of the system. Engine configuration. The configuration of molecules in steel changes significantly with temperature.
Intelligent.
Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples:
An intelligent person. Intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
Worthwhile.
Having value or benefit, sufficiently important or beneficial to be worthy of time or effort, deserving of attention or consideration.
Examples:
Worthwhile investment. Worthwhile endeavor. Volunteering for a worthwhile cause is important for building a sense of community.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Amuse.
To entertain or divert the mind, to make someone laugh.
Examples:
Amuse a baby with a rattle. Amuse guests. He amused himself by playing video games during his free time.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Electrode.
Either of 2 points or ends of a conductor at which electricity enters or leaves an object, substance, or region.
Examples:
Platinum electrodes. Electrode corrosion. It is important to place the electrodes in the correct position for accurate electrocardiogram recording.
Facial.
Of or relating to a person's face.
Examples:
Facial nerve. Facial expressions. Facial profiling is a new form of airport security.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Beam.
A long, sturdy piece of timber, metal, or other material used to support a structure or span a distance, a ray or stream of light emitted by a source.
Examples:
Beam of light. A structural beam of a building. The sun's beam shone through the window and illuminated the room.
Grin.
To smile broadly.
Examples:
Grin from ear to ear. Grin with pleasure. He couldn't help but grin as he remembered the good times.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Instrumental.
Of, relating to, or performed on musical instruments, useful or important in achieving a purpose.
Examples:
Instrumental in solving the crime. Instrumental music. The instrumental role of technology in modern society cannot be overstated.
Approve.
To think that someone or something is favorable, acceptable, or appropriate, to officially accept a plan, request, etc.
Examples:
Approve of measures. Unanimously approve a resolution. My boss wouldn't approve of the plan.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Perceive.
To become aware or conscious of something through the senses.
Examples:
Perceive a threat. Perceive light. Australia is widely perceived as having low levels of corruption.
Cartoon.
A simple drawing depicting a humorous or critical situation, often accompanied by a caption.
Examples:
Cartoon character. Cartoon industry. He spent his afternoon watching cartoon movies on TV.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
Maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Definition.
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Incorporate.
To include something as a part of a larger entity.
Examples:
Incorporate the current trends. Incorporate technology into daily life. We will attempt to incorporate some of your suggestions into our future strategy.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Practically.
Almost or nearly.
Examples:
Practically constant. Practically impossible to find a parking spot. The store is practically empty.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Greedy.
Having or showing an intense or insatiable desire for wealth, status, power, or food.
Examples:
Greedy person. Greedy for money. His greedy behavior led him to steal from the company.
Illustration.
A picture or diagram in a book, magazine, or newspaper that is used to explain or decorate the text, the act or process of explaining something.
Examples:
Educational illustration. Illustration artist. The illustration in the book helped me understand the concept better.
Misconception.
A belief or an idea that is wrong because it has been based on faulty thinking, understanding, or hypothesis.
Examples:
Dispel the misconception. Commonly held misconception. There are numerous misconceptions about food and health.
Specify.
To explain or state something clearly and exactly.
Examples:
Specify a cause. Specify an option. You can specify the font color by clicking the Color tab.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Flick.
To make a sudden sharp movement or hit something quickly with a sharp movement.
Examples:
Flicker candle. Flick through pages. He flipped the light switch, and the room was illuminated.
Choke.
To prevent or obstruct the normal breathing or swallowing of someone or something.
Examples:
Choke with anger. Choke off the blood supply. The baby started to choke on a piece of apple.
Adversary.
A person, group, or force that opposes or fights against another, an enemy or opponent.
Examples:
Adversary team. Political adversary. The boxer's toughest adversary was his fear of losing.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Confident.
Feeling sure about your abilities or qualities, or having trust in people, plans, or the future.
Examples:
Feel confident. A confident remark. I'm not confident in our victory.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact. A virtual image. Trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Simulate.
To make a pretense of someone's behavior or looks, to reproduce something that exists in real life using computers, models, etc., usually for study or training purposes.
Examples:
Simulate climate change. Simulate a future scenario. He had painted the wood to simulate stone.
Bug.
Any tiny insect, a fault or defect in a computer program, system, or machine.
Examples:
Bug bites. Number of bug fixes. I found a stink bug crawling across the ceiling.
Mere.
Used to emphasize how insignificant or minor someone or something is.
Examples:
Mere acquaintance. Mere incident. He lost the election by mere votes.
Hack.
To hit and cut somebody or something roughly and violently. To find a bug in a computer program and break into their systems or networks.
Examples:
Hack through the jungle. Hack into the program. This blog offers a variety of tips for hacking everyday life.
Disconnect.
To unfasten or disjoin something, especially to break the connection between a supply of gas, water, or electricity and a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Disconnect a plug. Disconnect the water supply. She finally decided to disconnect herself from the company.
Ethernet.
A standardized system for connecting computers and other devices in a local area network, LAN, which enables the transmission of data over cables using a set of protocols.
Examples:
Ethernet router. Ethernet port. We need to upgrade our Ethernet cables for faster internet speeds.
Cable.
A set of wires covered by plastic or rubber that carries electricity, phone signals, etc. A solid thick rope made of twisted hemp or steel wire.
Examples:
Cable television. Coaxial cable. This system uses submarine cables to exchange information between continents.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Routinely.
On a regular or habitual basis, in a manner that is customary or expected.
Examples:
Routinely check. Routinely scheduled maintenance. They routinely conduct fire drills to ensure everyone in the building knows what to do in an emergency.
Transgress.
To break the law or moral code, to go beyond or exceed the limits or boundaries of something.
Examples:
Transgress boundaries. Transgress against the rules. The company was fined for transgressing environmental regulations.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Employee.
A person who is hired to work for a business or organization in exchange for wages or salary, a worker.
Examples:
Employee benefits. Employee evaluation. The employee handbook outlines the rules and regulations that all employees must follow.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Depart.
To go away or leave, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Arrive and depart on time. Depart from the faith. We departed before the temperature fell below zero.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Wiggle.
To move or cause to move up and down or from side to side in short and quick movements.
Examples:
Wiggle her lips. Wiggle with excitement. Her hips wiggle as she walks.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Circuit.
In electrical engineering, an electrical device that provides a path for electrical current to flow, a journey or route around a particular place or area.
Examples:
Circuit breaker. Federal Circuit courts. An intelligent battery has a voltage monitoring circuit.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
pretension to authority, baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.
Malfunction.
To fail to operate or work properly, to break down or stop functioning as expected or intended. Noun, a failure or defect in the way a machine, system, or device is supposed to operate.
Examples:
malfunction alarm, malfunction and start moving unpredictably. The car's engine malfunctioned on the highway, so we had to call for a tow truck.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
manipulate figures, vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
blueprint for economic reform, architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Nifty.
Attractive and stylish, clever and ingenious, neat and handy.
Examples:
nifty gadget, nifty idea. The car has a nifty feature that alerts you when you're about to veer off the road.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
implement a corporate strategy, implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Surreptitious.
Kept secret or done in a way that avoids attention, often because it is seen as dishonest or inappropriate.
Examples:
surreptitious glance, surreptitious meeting. The thief made a surreptitious escape from the scene of the crime.
Genie.
In Islamic mythology, a supernatural spirit that is usually depicted as being bound to serve a human master and possessing magical powers, a creature or a force that can grant wishes or fulfill desires.
Examples:
genie bottle, genie lamp. No one believed in the genie's existence until he appeared in front of them. Fundamental. Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Optimistic.
Hoping or expecting that good thing will happen or something will be successful.
Examples:
He is optimistic. Optimistic outlook. Most executives were optimistic about future business conditions.
Python.
A non-venomous snake found in Africa, Asia, and Australia, known for its ability to squeeze and suffocate its prey before swallowing it whole. A high-level programming language used for various purposes, often in scientific computing and data analysis.
Examples:
Python species. Python programming. The African rock python can eat prey as large as antelopes and crocodiles.
Hopeless.
Having no hope, despairing, having no chance of success.
Examples:
Hopeless situation. Hopeless at everything. After months of job searching, he felt hopeless and unsure of his future.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Lever.
A handle used to operate a vehicle or a machine, a rigid bar resting on a pivot so that one end of it can be pushed or pulled easily.
Examples:
A gear change lever. Lever for reform. This initiative will be a lever for increasing company sales.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Automatically.
Without needing a direct human control.
Examples:
Record driving automatically. Automatically adjusted. Our subscription plan is automatically renewed.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Detonation.
A sudden and violent explosion, often caused by the ignition of an explosive substance, the act of causing something to explode.
Examples:
Accidental detonation. Detonation velocity. The detonation of the explosive was heard throughout the entire city.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story, adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Indefinite.
Without any fixed or defined limit, vague or unclear, lasting for an unknown or unspecified period of time.
Examples:
Indefinite period. Indefinite number. The company's financial troubles have resulted in an indefinite hiring freeze. Esoteric. Intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with specialized knowledge or interest.
Examples:
An esoteric religion. Esoteric tone. The book's content was so esoteric only a select few scholars could fully understand it. Decision. The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options. Examples: Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers. Uncertain. Not being sure of something, not being able to choose. Examples: Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples.
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples.
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples.
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples.
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples.
Odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples.
Transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.